do me shout outs. Boom, 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 boom. And then we're live on Twitch. We're live on YouTube. Yes, we are. In Discord, I'll click the post button. There we go for that one. Do it in the Official Nightingale Discord as well. Why not? Bump. And one more bit of self-promo from me in someone else's Discord. Boom, bump. There we go.
I'll do the socials on our side too.
Yeah, go on, you do that, and I'll do the nice little intro. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We are live properly. Yeah, it's all good. Hello, Ratbags. It's me. It's Jade. I'm here today with Nightingale, taking out another look at the new update, but also being joined, luckily, by some of the Inflexion developers today. I've got Bjorn and Michael. Thanks for joining, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Howdy.
And
Pleasure to be here.
Scarbs as well, which is the community guy / sound engineer at Inflexion. No, he's not really a sound engineer. And he's the community boss. Big boss, was that what you wanted me to call you? Big boss, master, sir?
Head of comms, boss of all, yeah. It was
all.
something along those lines.
Right,
yeah.
okay, gotcha. But no, so we are joined by Bjorn and Michael.
Right, you can me now. I'm in the realm, so you can add me to yours.
Oh, right, good, I'll add you. I'm going to add you very soon.
I'm Scarves.
We're going to be like an hour and a half, maybe, if they've got time. Hopefully just playing through and maybe ask a question. I'm not going to grill them too much. I want their first time with me to be gentle. But we've got Michael, who's the lead gameplay designer, and we've got Bjorn, who's the lead designer. So, do you guys like clash often on like systems and stuff? No, is it more
Constantly.
different? Yeah.
Yeah, like we have healthy debates sometimes, but no, like I don't know, we've worked together a long time actually.
Right.
Yeah, we get
A
along
couple
pretty
of
well.
different jobs.
Oh, nice. I was going to say, because it's like, yeah, that's pretty, like, one of you has got a distinct design of overall, and then one of you's got more nitty gritty, right? Or is it overlap quite a bit?
Yeah, broad versus specific. Definitely.
Yeah.
I think about it.
Previously though, I used to do the gameplay side, and brought in Michael because I liked him.
That's it.
So, we're good.
Oh, good stuff. Yeah, so thank you guys. Appreciate it. I really do. We're going to play a little bit today. Check out some of the new stuff. I'm inviting Scarbs in now as well. I think they're live on their socials as well. So if you don't want to watch me on my channel, go and check them out on the official Nightingale channel on YouTube or Inflexion. And
Once I get it working.
Is it the Inflexion or is it a Nightingale channel on Twitch and YouTube? Or is it
is Play Nightingale.
just Play Nightingale? There we go. Don't really go and watch them. Stay here, everyone. Don't go and watch the official. That's bad. Standard, hello. Rosso, hello. Cool Nat, hello. Kitari, hello. Just talking about you. When did I change my name? Very recently, because I realised that JADE-PLAYS-GAMES, no one realises it's Jade PG. So we are going to do the new quest and stuff. How do you guys feel? It's been a good couple months now since you launched. Are you getting into the swing of things now, or is it still a bit like, there's lots of fires going on?
I think fires are mostly dying down now. Like as you know, we had a bit of a rocky launch, but there's like another release or two that will still be addressing some of the issues that we've had and like expanding the experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are very much ramping up now into like also newer stuff.
Nice.
Which is awesome.
You've been doing.
Yeah, we have a real good sense, at least on the gameplay side, of exactly what we're looking for to make and what players resonate with. So
Yeah.
I feel like we know exactly what we're aiming for at this point.
Nice. Has that changed, obviously, based on the feedback? Because obviously, well, I mean, it has obviously brought in offline mode, which was great. That was what some people really wanted to see, and it was something you'd always maybe were going to work on, but you just never didn't realise it was maybe that much of a priority. But you pushed that forward. Has that interrupted as much?
That definitely was one we didn't think we were going to do so quickly.
Yeah.
Like it was, you are correct. It was on like the roadmap, but it was one that we had deprioritized. We underestimated that one.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, like we've definitely shifted a lot of our development based on player feedback actually. Like that's where like I think after the next couple of releases, like then we're back on more of the stuff that we were originally planning to do. But no, it's been very much paying off the promise that was like in the trailers is what we've been trying to address.
Nice.
Definitely.
I think you guys are on the right track. You've had like a good sort of 3 updates, I would say, you know, addressing lots of stuff, and not just bug fixes, but adding little bits here and there. And obviously the revamping of bits and bobs like the crafting, that must have been a pretty big task. And then adding new NPCs, new quest lines, that's all pretty good. That's good to see. It's not just hot fixes. It is still, even though you're in that mode where you're still trying to get the balance right and stuff, you have still managed to add new content.
Yeah, like it's so for any of these initiatives, like let's say offline mode is an easy example, that primarily hits programmers, like our engineers.
Yeah.
So people that aren't working on that can still be working on other stuff. So we have been able to keep going on certain things, like say the boomerang sickle, so like the new abilities. Like we are able to still do some new stuff as we are revamping like existing content, which is great.
Nice.
Yeah, I just get the consideration of obviously we don't, a lot of programming time is going to that, so it can't be as heavy.
Yeah,
on programming.
that's right.
Yeah.
So. But as offline mode is now wrapping up, now the programmers get a little bit more free, although there is still initiatives. The build limits is probably the current largest thing that's on everyone's mind.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. I think, yeah, because it's, you end up basically having like amazing bases, but people feel like they can't decorate it as much because the caps and stuff.
It was that was the reason why it's like difficult to fix it is like it requires a bit of a major change with how we've actually authored the content under the hood. It wasn't just a matter of like the number is low, it was because of the way we did it. Replication wasn't happy, so we had to change some stuff.
Right, gotcha. But that will be on the horizon soon, I guess. I would say you guys obviously did have a little bit of a rough patch, but like I said, you've been doing enough updates to correct things. You've added stuff quicker that people really wanted to see, so it's good to see. And I see it recognised in the Steam reviews. They're going up with the current player base, the current 30-day cycle, which is great. You know, you've gone up by about 3 or 4 points alone just in this last update. So keep it going, all for it.
Yeah, it's great to see. Like, I love that we've been given the time to like improve and like bring up like those sentiment. Like, because like for a lot of us, this is a very like long development cycle. So it's always happy when we get to like carry something through. Hasn't always been the case in my career.
No. Is that? I guess that's the benefit of early access, right? As long as everyone buys into it and understands you in early access. Maybe some people are more forgiving, although not always. I do feel like as years have gone by, early access has become almost as critical as a full release in some people's eyes, but there is still a big contingent that people understand you are going to have some bumps in the road, and you know, as long as you're communicating and updating, it's going to be good.
Yeah, definitely. Communication is key. I prefer to say everything, but there's only a few things that I say I won't, because I know it screws up marketing plans. So.
Scarbs, are you okay?
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, talking about communication is key. Has it been for you?
I mean, it's been great. I think if we're talking, you know, how responsive, you know, the community have been, I feel like with each dev update, with each update that comes, and with the videos we put out, with the you know, the regular blog posts that we do, people are really responding to that. I think a lot of the stuff that we put together to present to players in regards to, you know, what features are coming with each update, what the studio's working on, what our future plans are, developer priorities, all that stuff seems to be really resonating. I don't think we do it quite the same way as a lot of other studios, so for some people that takes a little bit of getting used to, but for the most part, people get it and seem to be, I guess, like really appreciative of how transparent we're being, and you know, our excuse me, I guess our desire to just be in constant contact with the community and to let them know what's happening. You know, we've got a Q&A tomorrow on Twitch, so not Twitch, on Discord. So if anyone on Discord, anyone wants to jump into Discord and ask the studio some questions about what's going on with the game, then they can. We've got, what else we got coming up? Gonna have another dev update soon.
Nice.
I know we just got lots and lots of stuff that we keep working on and hoping that we get people's questions answered and that they're and that we give them satisfying answers.
Nice. If you're trying to find us, Scarbs, yeah, keep going west.
Okay, you're miles away.
No, you're just there. Just go west. West. You right?
No, wrong. No, that's the wrong. You're on the wrong beacon.
Yeah, you're only.
What?
You're
Am I going to the wrong beacon?
Yeah. Just go
Yes,
west.
sorry.
Just go
Come
west.
to the top hat.
Yeah, so my bad. I'm terrible for
God.
leaving some of these on. There you go. Just the top.
That's my
hat.
bad. I was trying to set up my stream at the same time. I still just can't get Discord audio to work. I have absolutely no idea why it's not coming in on my Twitch Studio stream.
Oh, well, you'll get there. You'll get there.
I'm just gonna.
I'll leave you alone
record
for a
and-
minute. You will leave you alone. When you do get here,
No, it's fine.
go into the left-hand side room and just take what you want, man. There's like gear, guns. Just
I'm gonna not only take everything, but I'm gonna destroy everything.
well, yeah. You're looking for the dupes. This is what you're really here for. You're looking for my
I don't take,
exploited.
just so that I make
gear.
sure that there's no exploits, even folded gear.
Yeah, that's right. You're the
Just give me all your folded ingots. And
the fold police. They're here. Well, that was that. Like, obviously, that started out as like, I have to say, as a YouTuber that makes his living off of doing stupid videos where I show off exploits and stuff sometimes. It's great. It's amazing. But you've turned it into a real positive. It's not always great. Obviously, I realise it undoes a lot of work from you guys sometimes. And a lot of catch-up work. But in a way, has it helped? Like, now you've kind of seen what people actually enjoyed more, maybe?
Oh, I think so. I think,
yeah.
and I think that's one of the reasons we did this stat change is that there was an expectation from players in terms of like previously, if the stat wasn't on the gear, you wouldn't get it, right? So we made the change that any stat could go on the gear, and I think from a lot of players that changed the perspective from let's get that melee damage as high as possible on the one thing.
Yeah.
To now I can get it everywhere, and then that cap is no longer important, so I can make my build. I can choose what I want.
Yeah.
Player choice is a big part of the design.
Yeah, like the folded ingots honestly wouldn't have been nearly as big a problem if it wasn't for the vaults at the end of the game.
Yes.
Just because like when some players like obliterate all the enemies,
it's
then,
ruining
like,
the
new
fun
players-
for others.
That's right.
Yeah.
Which is like, and that was for me the only real problem because like we're not PvP, we don't have like a microtransaction model or anything like that, so there's really no real concerns with equipment that's too powerful other than hurting other people's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my biggest argument as well. I never cheat or anything in a live PvP game, but certainly if it's not harming anyone else, it doesn't interrupt the game flow, then why not? Although you've sort of fixed it a lot now. Yeah, you've made it into a positive.
Yeah.
Which is really good to see. I love the idea of it. I was a bit grumpy because I spent like 4 days maxing out getting every piece of gear in the game, grinding away. Then got all the resources, the best resources plus the most basic to try and find the basic stat values. And then I ended up streaming it for like 5 hours, just me crafting every piece of gear in just like the most basic thread and linen. So I did a video going, right, this is what you want if you want to go up with your magic build or you want to go up the range build. Then you guys just went, nah, screw that, just do what you want. Thanks a lot, thanks. But that was good. Scarbs, when you're ready, join us in the middle portal. It is open. We're gonna go and talk to this new NPC. I've heard there's a bard roaming around this realm, or maybe some sort of singer, something happening. But yeah,
I've gone live on mine. I don't think the Discord is working, but you know what? Someone might tell me in chat they can hear me or not. Oh look, there's your weapons. I will take that.
Yeah, go ahead. It's not there's not loads of food scrabbling around, but I can give you some food when you get here.
Yeah.
And then we'll do it. So yeah, you guys worked a long time, and Bjorn, you said you were part of the overused headline in a lot of articles. Ex-BioWare devs making a new survival crafting game, but what has it been like making an early access game compared to what you've done before?
I've had a blast with this one. Like both because I love the setting, like the Victorian like gas lamp, like, with magic has been a lot of fun. But honestly, like as a dev, a lot of it also comes down to team size. So we're not a very like huge studio, like a little over like 100 people, like somewhere in that range. So you get to really know people versus if you're working on a larger project, you become more specialized. You don't get to know everyone. So like it's been a really nice atmosphere working with the other devs, as well as like I said, I love the game itself, the genre, the play style. Yeah, it's just been a lot of fun.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, unfortunately I'm also one of the headlines. We both went to BioWare, so
There's me like debunking it, going, they're not all from BioWare. There's only like 2 of them.
well, we're the 2.
Right,
yeah,
you're the
exactly.
2. That's it. Okay. But yeah, 'cause
but I agree.
it's a good thing. I think early access is amazing. It really is.
Right.
Yeah.
I've done stealing your stuff. I'll give it back afterwards.
No.
Did you go through the portal?
Yeah, we did. We're sitting here just mooching.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not from BioWare. Let's just make that clear. I'm not from BioWare.
No. You're from Blockbuster Gaming. Before
I'm from where they found me.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why they have to keep me back in England. I can't rub.
Yeah, it's only the BioWare people that get to go to Canada.
They can't rub my mediocrity off on the talent that's over there.
Sorry, Michael, go on before Scarves interrupted.
I was just gonna say some of the beauty of early access is also you have the opportunity to try things out, and maybe they don't work out, right? So
Yes.
global dodge. If it didn't work out, we could have just reverted it the next patch, right? Like gives us the opportunity to try things out that are a bit more risky, like crafting changes, that sort of thing, grenades, all stuff that might pose issues and cause problems. But
Yeah.
Especially
Try 'em out.
useful on like a new like IP of one where if you're not trying to build something that's exactly been built before, you don't necessarily know the target, and being able to shift that post launch is kind of amazing.
Yeah, I guess it's also, if you're not working on a known, like you said, a known thing as well, people's expectations are always going to be much higher for that. Whereas, it's so nice to see something fresh. Like, there is something, that's what drew me to Nightingale, was absolutely the sort of, not steampunk, but gas lamp fantasy. But yeah, that setting, I love it. I used to love stories from like Jekyll and Hyde and The Invisible Man and stuff like that. So this just felt like I was just blown away when I saw the trailer for the first time. Instantly drawn to it. I would say like Nightingale almost has a bit more of it has got more of a highbrow vibe to it, because so many survival games are very much copy and paste from each other. Like there's been some great ones. I love some things like Valheim, Grounded, quite different games to what we've had in the past. But then you've got a billion games that are set on a desert island, or another sort of PvP Rust wannabe. There's lots of them types of games out. Whereas Nightingale feels like it's its own thing. It's got its very deep story, and it's got a focus on that as well, which we'll see, I guess, come more fruition as early access develops. I'm guessing we like voice lines and stuff for the NPCs.
We'll expand from the most important NPCs first.
Yeah.
We'll start seeing VO, like maybe someday, all of them, but like I don't know if we'll get that far. But definitely starting with like the core NPCs are the ones that we'll concentrate on first. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like in terms of like the highbrow stuff, like I think that comes down to honestly that feel. We have some very talented artists in Edmonton because like we've had a bit of a gaming community here for a while, and the story, same thing. Like it's just part of the DNA of working in Edmonton.
Pie Spice said, you should ask Michael how handsome the person is that did the rebalance with the crafting changes.
I think I can see the person who asked that question and is looking for the answer. And the answer is very handsome.
And Katari, who I was just talking about, can you ask them who is better, Katari or Jade? I think Scarbs can answer that one.
Yeah, it's Katari.
Oh, wow. Wow. Just straight up. Not even a deliberation, like, the merits and negatives of both. No, just bam. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
Thanks, pal.
She knows it. That's why she asked.
Yeah, I bet. I'm just a little boy that just chases her, eh? In her coattails. That's who I am. Helped her grind all that time. She takes the glory. Thanks. And hello, welcome anyone else that's come in recently. Katari, you're also from the Stream Sphere, or no? Or you a moderator? I swear I recognise your name from somewhere. But hello, everyone. If you've got any questions, go ahead and pop them. I don't think we're going to go like, right, you can only ask questions at the end of the stream. But I can't guarantee I'm going to ask every one of them. Right, people. So I've got some riddles. What can you tell me about these riddles? What are we doing? Because I mostly skipped all the dialogue there. I ain't going to lie.
Well, the first one, I don't know if this is the first one. It's in that quest log. Crawling with the beasts, which probably means clearing out enemy encounters.
Right, okay. So should we just go running around then to some of these points of interest?
I think that's exactly what we should do.
The art. So the three things that I love about Nightingale are absolutely the art style, the setting, and definitely the building. Like the sheer amount of build pieces you got, but the art style particularly, just the world. Like the skyboxes are just the best ever. They are like they're just amazing, and then the points of interest as well. They're so unique and different. And you've just added a bunch more as well in this update, right?
Yeah, I think that's there's many of them on the go, and yeah, I think each release basically more will be released.
Is it fun messing around with them? Like how you can like obviously you got like concept artists maybe drawing this up. Do they come to you and say, look, what do you reckon? What can we do? What we can do this one? Is it going to be a puzzle one? Is it going to be a encounter? What kind of vibe are we going for here?
Well, it depends like on the POI. So like the sites of power, is an example. Like Art started those first. Like they'll build something cool because it needs to be like visibly distinct from a distance. Like a lot of the encounters, typically designers will do like a gray box first. They'll do a layout, and then Art will come and like change it to be like pretty looking after. So it sort of depends on what the goal of the thing is, whether it's functional or it needs to have that sort of like wow moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, but generally the ones that are reach the points, or as we call them, bastions of agility, intellect, the ones that involve some more bespoke handcrafting are generally gray box first, whereas an encounter, infestation. Can be anywhere really.
Yeah, it can just slot in because it's mostly underground or whatever.
Exactly
stuff like that. How was it? So, because it's got like partial sort of procedural generation and stuff. Obviously, that's quite different from what you guys have done in the past. How's that been?
That has definitely been a challenge.
Yeah,
but
yes,
the results have been like very nice in terms of like. We've been able to get like the gameplay set up. We've been able to get the appearances. Sometimes we do wish we had a little bit more tight control over like specific things, but it's exceeded my expectations of what we would be able to get out of a procedural system. Because it's a lot of games have attempted it to varying degrees of success.
Yeah,
and I think we got to a good balance. So the levels themselves are generated using procedural systems, and then a separate system will place the points of interest into areas like with their rules, but they themselves are handcrafted for the plugs. And I think it worked out pretty well. There's still we're still working on it though. Like it's not, I would say, a perfected science yet.
No, so there could be some changes, or more definitely coming in the future. Wow, I've not seen orange water before. There we go. That's new to me.
Doesn't look very healthy.
No,
bit rusty.
Yeah,
I've got people watching me now. I have absolutely no idea if they can hear you. If chat wants to tell me, can you hear the other people talking on Discord, or have I completely flubbed our audio settings?
Okay, I'm gonna run
over. Also, no one can talk because they have to follow me first for 10 minutes.
Wow! You're doing follow for follow soon.
Well, you know what? I did it because when I practiced the stream earlier today, the first messages I got were spam, like people trying to sell me stuff. So,
do you need a graphic artist? I can do graphic art for you, Scarbs. That's the usual.
You know what? I've been doing it myself. My wife is and if my chat can't hear what was asked, Jade, who we're playing with, Jade PG, check him out. Asked we need a graphic artist, but my wife is a graphic designer, and she's been helping me learn Photoshop over the last couple of weeks because I've been doing some more of our marketing assets.
Oh, nice.
So there you go. That's a reflection of how sort of compact we are as a team. We've even got me, the comms guy.
It's a family affair.
Doing some
Maybe she can teach me some because I'm awful still. 8 years in the game, and yeah, my graphic art needs a bit of work. So maybe I should take up some of these spammers on their interest.
They're offering me, I think they were trying to buy me followers and stuff like that, you know. Whereas what I think, you know, Kevin Costner style, if I build it, they'll come, you know, the greatness will ooze from the screen and people will be tripping over themselves to get involved.
Is that Nightingale mantra, is it, for the whole game? You know.
Exactly, you know.
Yeah, we'll build it, it will come. Obviously, early access, you've got a long way to go still. You know, lots of ideas, lots of plans and stuff. We've been heavily, I'm going to ask it straight away. We're going to be heavily
Thank
teased.
you, Hippie Viking, for the follow. And Katari.
There we go. Look, you get some follows.
Jade,
no, it's all right. Say hello.
Katari's from our community.
Yeah.
She's one of our mods. She's a superstar.
You've got to grow your following, so you go ahead and greet them, streamers, people.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
Yeah, that's the one. Share with your friends and your grandma on Facebook. We've been getting lots of hints about some sort of snowy biome, some snowy queen, some snow adventures. Any teases you might want to reveal about that tonight?
Probably not anything specific. It is like I definitely would like to do one. I think a lot of us would on the like a more icy biome, but like there's a few things that I would think would probably be ahead of it.
Right.
I'll
Okay.
put it that way.
So don't get our hopes up. So I won't do a video talking about the ice biome coming. Right, relatively soon.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Right.
I will say, Bjorn, that the art book that is available now on Steam, which you can purchase in a bundle, does feature some concept art for what looks like an icy biome. So, you know, there's definitely some ideas in there for people of what might be coming from not just from a sort of icy climate, but some other ones too. Oh,
yeah, I did see the sort of Managamar sort of ice dragon, sort of Asian themed creature, I think.
Yeah, that art book is honestly amazing.
It is.
Like doing presentations now, it's so much easier to just open up the art book and just use the art.
Find something you like in there, use it.
Incredible. Yeah.
Go. Right, is that triggered?
Where are we going? What are we doing?
We're just we've done part of this riddle, so we've done one of them now. So we completely clear the enemies encounter. Cool.
Yeah, I did an agility back there.
Oh, nice. So we just need one more.
That was turned out it was one.
One more of them. I mean, I guess we should have done what we should have done was clear out the Fae temple to reveal all the points of interest. But hey, maybe it's fun like this. We could use our eyes, our visual eyes, our eyes. The visual eyes, as opposed to the hearing eyes.
I'm always using my visual eyes.
Yeah, my visual eyes.
You could use the spyglass to see farther.
Yep.
Look at that.
It's true.
Rosso says he loves the music and effects. The concept arts came up with harpies. I wanted to delve into their brain in a bad way. That's from Katari. And Oof says, even on Nostromo, it takes 0.5% for the corpse flight. Oh, no, that's not a question, is it? What's with delaying essentially single player game, but it's there now. Single player's there. You can go and play offline, my friend. So
offline,
yeah, go and check it out for sure. Bear with me while I just get rid of some dickhead on my stream, as there always a few around.
The worst part about offline is when people play it and they go, "Wow, it feels so much better," because there's no server round trip for a lot of stuff.
Yeah. But it's so
a lot of designers even.
I mean, I'm guessing I don't want to get too much hunkered down because you know what, you'd be here all year talking about stuff that you've already changed and evolved on. Other than doing it in a positive way, that you have listened and you've done it super quick and super responsive. So that's a massive plus to me. Rather than some people still want to maybe focus on the negative side of things. But with the offline thing, I feel like you guys advertised it well enough. I knew it was online at first. I felt like your marketing, there was never a problem, like it was not advertised as anything but that. So was it hard kind of dealing with that sort of criticism, like initially?
Well, yes, definitely hard. But the issue was it wasn't, like I think one of the biggest issues was that it wasn't even globally as to how well the infrastructure worked.
Yeah.
So like in North America generally, it wasn't actually that bad. but we had several areas of the world where like the servers were not great, and that's where an offline mode would have really helped.
Yeah.
Because for those players, they couldn't actually play. But like, I definitely get it. Like, I would have also been frustrated. But yeah, like, I don't know. I'm happy that we were able to dedicate the time and release an offline mode so we can address those problems.
Yeah. And I guess in the long run, like what I hear from a lot of other devs is that, you know, stuff like that can always help out with performance and stuff eventually, because you're going to have to make it better for more systems.
It did, yeah. There was a lot of improvements made by accidentally, really.
Yeah. So it's a good thing. It's actually a good thing that it got round to it now. It means hopefully in the future, Nightingale will get better and better, and performance will carry on getting better and better.
That is the hope.
Yeah, I think the online sort of culture where, you know, every game has to run completely, because we're so used to it with certain aspects like streaming, watching YouTube videos, but there's still so many parts of the world that don't have very good internet. Like you said, you know, other parts of the world are kind of, so trying to bridge that gap and make something that's accessible for everyone. But yeah, you guys have done it. I'm proud of you guys. Don't worry. I'm proud of you guys.
Thank you.
Sorry, Jade. Someone has confirmed with me they can hear you on our stream.
Oh, good.
So
good to
it's
know.
working.
Good to know. There you go.
It's just so you know, you're coming out in stereo essentially. Ooh. You know, the multiple channels.
The blonde bomber. Hello, welcome.
That's one of the new members of our creator program.
If you're gonna just kind of whinge or moan, I would say the best place for that is a good review on Steam, or maybe dabble into the forums or the Discord. But I would say that it's a work in progress, as anything is in early access.
What are they asking about?
Just the idea that about bringing offline characters to online and stuff like that. I mean, it makes perfect sense.
Oh yeah, we are working on that though. That's
that's
one of the upcoming updates to offline mode.
Yeah, so you will be able to bring your online character to offline, but not obviously offline character to online, because you don't want to upset the balance of things, right?
Yeah, like unless we can get like, you never say never, but it would have a lot of caveats associated with it, because again, you don't want to allow people to like hurt the experience of other players, basically.
No,
because like you would get a lot of easier access to like cheating and so on.
Yeah, and that's pretty reasonable. I can't see anything wrong with that at all. So yeah.
You don't want someone like you, Jade, coming along with all your folded ingots.
Exactly. Like I've literally got ridiculously powered weapons. In fact, I'm probably joining Qatari and a few others in saying we need really difficult realms now because we've all cheated. But no, is that are you gonna equalize all that dupe stuff? Is there a way, or are you just one day gonna just delete it all?
No, it's more like the caps are like we're preventing them from getting more powerful.
Right.
We are looking at probably doing some fairly large like rebalances in a few areas.
Yeah.
Like in upcoming releases. So like I'm not worried about it long term. But yeah, like it's trying to address it more like as new players come online, making it so like those things just don't happen as much. But in general, I'd rather not remove players' inventories unless it's like an absolute emergency, because like people spend time grinding, they spend time crafting, like rude.
Yeah,
remove them.
Even if they are cheating scumbags like me.
Yeah.
Apart from that, though, when you launched, what was the kind of, what was the best thing that when you launched? Well, started seeing the feedback and stuff, or reviews. What stood out like as the thing that you maybe surprised that people really enjoyed, or just what was the best thing?
Oh man,
I'm going to these questions. I thought I was just going to be helping me clear out some encounters.
No, as a gameplay designer, the feedback on the combat, or for some certain people, feels really crunchy, feels really good. That felt really nice to hear. Obviously, the opposite end, people saying doesn't feel good at all, but that's a perspective thing.
Yeah.
You're not going to make everyone happy with a first-person melee game, so
no.
I think the players that like that really enjoy it and made me feel good.
I feel it's really sad. Like, I've never had. Again, this is the thing. I did a review, and I was pretty much singing your praises, because it feels like there's always been a nice way. Like everything could be improved. The things you've done with the mobs lately, where you've given them more unique abilities or changed them in ways or added new ones. I think it's great. I've always felt like I had a good weight to hitting creatures with my pickaxe and stuff. And the gun combat felt pretty responsive to me. Like, I didn't really have a problem with it. Other than like a couple little bugs sometimes where certain shots wouldn't register, but that's all part of the course. So, but yeah.
Yeah, we did some improvements behind the scenes with some of the gun stuff, particularly. Do you play in third person or first?
I play first, yeah. And that's unusual for me because normally I'm a third person, but something about first person, I feel like you guys intended it that way. It feels like still that's the optimal way to play for me.
In fairness, though, you started playing as well because you were part of testing, so
yes,
you were playing before we even had a third-person mode in.
Yeah, there was no.
You were kind of used to all of that. Yeah.
Early days, yeah.
What about you, Born? What was the thing you took away, like the most positive thing from launch?
The like the validation for the players like that really like did enjoy it. I think is probably like the happiest part of it.
Yeah.
Because like when you're doing something like this, like we went a little bit different than some of the other survival games, so we weren't quite certain how people would react. So it was happy to see that there were people that showed up for it.
Yeah.
Another one that was like very curious to see how it went was the crafting, and obviously we did some shifts in the crafting. But like it was nice to see that there was a bit of an appetite for some of the more complex crafting types. But that said, we have also been doing work on some of like the parts to make it more understandable as in the larger pushes.
As me and Katari used to joke, you should have been some of the early playtests and how many different resources there were, and oh my god, you'd need spreadsheets to really get to grips with it all.
Yeah, like it was one that's like the system that we have allows us to make a lot of different types of resources very easily. It's making them in particular valuable from, compared to one another. That is the trickier part. But yeah, like it's, I don't know, we've learned a lot, and like I'm happy it's going, and there's just it's finding an audience.
Especially with the crafting, I guess it has got to be a bit tough trying to make because you've got so many resources. How do you stop the skip? You know, at some point you get to the end game stuff. What do you need all the other metals for? Like, what's the point in?
Well, it's very personal.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Like the one that's interesting. So we only have a couple of resources like in the game that are like particular choke points. So like the essences, obviously.
Yeah.
And in our event that we've got going on, we've got the new hopeful like essence as well. Like we can bring in those ones, and the synchronous lotuses, which will become more valuable over time. But like adding in, like we'll probably want to add in more stuff like that eventually, because like versus like let's say types of metals, it depends on the person how valuable that is. If you're really into magic casting, gold is super valuable. But if you're more of a melee player, it has much less of a place for you personally.
Yeah. You spend...
Then finding the balance between those two, right? Where it's damage versus health versus stamina. We're not quite there yet, but we're getting very close.
Yeah, sure. Standard fries, hello mate. Will third person get more tuned or love? I only use it every now and then, but some little things like buying a key to perspective instead of F5 all the time. That's what you want to see, Standard. That's fair enough, I think.
Oh yeah. So personally, I only play in third person. I love third person. It is something that we are continuously working on. Like the goal is parity, like a first person and third person, where they're both just as fun to play as one another. Yeah. Which is a lot of work, as you might imagine. Like I haven't seen many games like this do it like Bethesda has, and like I've also played their games fully in third person as well. So yeah, like I'm willing to tolerate some jank personally, but no, I would like it as smooth as possible.
Yeah,
to be honest.
I've backed to full flight. So Grounded, I play almost third person exclusively. I just like first person's great, but I do for some reason prefer that third. Ark and Conan Exiles, I've never been. In fact, Conan, I know it's mostly third person, but I don't know. I've never really enjoyed it. Ark especially so. It just doesn't feel like the players connect with the terrain. I think that's the biggest deal I have when I see third person games is, does it look like the characters really walking over the environment and going through it? Or sometimes it just feels like running on the spot a little bit. But Nightingale's getting there. You changed quite a bit already from like the preview and stuff, like how fast the shoulders were going up and down. while running and stuff. So yeah, we could see some more love for it. Awesome. That's what Stan says. Awesome.
Yeah, in fact, this character that I'm playing right now, when the game came out, I played the entire thing in third person. I'm usually first person.
Yeah.
I played it entirely in third person just to see where those issues were and where we can clean up. That actually inspired some of the weapon changes we made in third person.
Nice.
So.
Are you, Michael, the person that we've been hearing about that's completed the game with nothing but a slingshot?
No, that's Chris. He's behind me.
Right.
He's quite the infamous character.
Yeah. Is he going to do it with nothing but one hand tied behind his back next time, blindfolded?
I have to do that in real life.
Yeah.
You tie it to one hand.
Yeah.
You can only use the mouse or the keyboard.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
He might be able to do it. Probably on easy, but anyone could probably do it on easy.
I feel like you guys really did a good job of customization. You have made the experience, if people really want a chill experience, they can do that by putting it on easy mode and stuff like that. Any other plans that you know about, like customization in terms of like the gameplay experience?
We definitely want to increase how many options you have, as particularly on like the clothing and like the tools.
Yeah.
So as I'm sure you're aware, depending on what like resources you're using, like changes like the appearance and stuff. So we really like that system is super powerful, and giving players more avenues to like play with it is something that we would like to increase in the future.
Nice.
Yeah, like especially since you can dress up yourself and you can dress up your buddy, so it's like,
yeah, you can
double the customization.
You see exactly the clothes, modeled on your favorite little companions.
Like another thing actually that we noticed live is we underestimated, I think, just how much like the Victorian sort of clothing style was going to resonate with people, especially in the early game. So we didn't have a lot of early clothes that were like sort of fancier. But then we did our Twitch promotion. We're giving out like the
purple
outfits.
sets.
Like,
yes.
And we're just like watching how much those resonate with people. It's like, maybe we just let this keep going a little longer and then start building some more clothes.
Yeah, I rebelled. I was refusing to use it mostly because I was so sick of seeing it in everyone else's streams. I was just like, right, that's it. I'm not wearing it. I don't care. Mostly because people felt it was slightly better than everything else. So they were just like,
well,
right.
It was a little bit of a
not wrong.
Yeah, min-maxing a little bit there. So I went, no, I'm not doing it. You won't get me in purple. I'm not the Joker. But no, the clothing's amazing. Like you added recently the main one from the trailer, from the lady in the trailer. The set she's got now, so we can actually go and wear that. That's great to see.
I don't remember what we called that in game, but yes, you can get both the outfit and there is a creature that will give you the red.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh. Is that a challenge? Well, maybe not. I guess not for you guys as much. But do you have input on like the color tones and stuff like that? Like how to make something
normally
desirable?
Not.
No.
Normally, art choose whatever they want. Although this one in particular, I did like make sure actually happened that we got the one to match like the art. Because we were like, no, I want like that exact red dress. The players need to be able to do it, and we gave them the creature like it's one of the apexes.
Yes.
Like in the end game. That way you can actually build it, and it's an impressive thing. You can use it in the end game. Like that was important, but generally, like art gets like pretty much free reign on the type of like colors and patterns they do, and like which is honestly very much for the best.
Yeah. You don't want to mix game jobs too much sometimes. Too many cooks. And especially with not maybe the expertise.
Well, they're also professional.
Yeah, exactly.
artists.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
Like I'm not going to come up with better colors and patterns than a professional artist. Like,
No.
that's not real.
So there you go.
We probably shouldn't.
All you armchair critics out there, ease up. Go and do 5 years of art or 5 years of game design. Then you can come and talk about how something's trash. But yeah, that's just my words, people. Always remember that my words are probably going to be more harsher than Inflection's, because I could say what I goddamn want. But oh, hang on, I'm just finishing shooting this spider. There we go. We are running around. We're still. I don't know what we've got to do. Complete the Bastille of Intellect. Solve the second riddle. Complete the Bastille of Insight encounter, and 3 agility encounters. Okay, I guess we've just been choosing marginally the wrong ones. Let's keep carrying on. Maybe we should head back and do the.
I think we've completed at least one of them, right? It's
Yeah.
Here's the
second riddle,
tower. I
so
don't think we did. I'm gonna head to the tower.
should do the tower.
Yeah, let's do that. Oh,
And
sharp
then we
everything.
reveal the rest of the things.
There we go.
That's usually my opener whenever I enter a realm. It's just the towers.
What's it been?
Depends what I'm in the mood for, you know. But generally, it's the tower.
Yeah, sometimes you want a bit of surprise or that element of what's the deal.
In real life, if I don't have GPS going, I'm definitely
I'm gonna get murdered. Someone save me.
By what? Where are you, Scarbs?
Where are
Bjorn,
you?
Bjorn, Bjorn, behind you. Help
Oh.
me.
Okay.
I was spending. I was so far away from you because I was fixing my chat, which was essentially obscuring the entire image of my stream. But Katari, the hero from Discord, helped me out to fix it. And now I'm dead. I'd just like to inform my chat that's because my character was severely underpowered, and I just stole all of Jade's gear, but I did not steal any food. And so my stamina's pretty poor.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
I need to eat now as well.
Reason. Yeah.
You guys, obviously, like I said, you worked with BioWare and stuff. How different has it been trying to cater to like a survival crowd versus, you know, story more or RPG more?
It's definitely a mental shift.
Oops.
Like we did some like open world stuff like back in those days, but it was nothing at this level.
Yeah.
Like the focus was usually very much on like the story and like getting into character development, whereas for us, like I don't know, I best think of survival games as about like player freedom. Like we give you systems, we give you rules for a world. Like we do have a story in there, but it's really allowing players to explore those worlds and really like feel that they're inside them. Like it's honestly like it's closer in my mind to like an MMO than it is like a traditional RPG, because like I'm living in this world. Plus, I get a home. I get to build
Yes.
it.
I think that's what made me, because I used to love, you know, Mass Effect 2 and 3. Mass Effect 1, I mean, it's great, but I remember it took me a couple attempts to get into the Mass Effect series before I absolutely fell in love with it. And RPGs in general, you know, Skyrim and stuff like that was always what I loved. And then survival kind of took me, yeah, like Minecraft was the gateway drug.
Yeah.
And then after that, a little bit of Ark, you know, it was like the more mature survival game, and, you know, dinosaurs. And so since then, it's been mostly exclusively survival. But seeing how much survival games are now taken back from what they used to be, which was like just, here you are, try and survive in an open world, no tutorials, no real purpose, just, you know, don't get eaten by a creature.
Don't die.
Yeah, make sure you got 20,000 steaks to eat. You know, that was the kind of vibe. But now they are getting more sophisticated. More and more survival games are adding more components now, and unless you're Power World, where it's just like, yeah, we're still going to go with the theme of adding 20 billion creatures for you to mess around with and play around with. But is it good to see that? Can you see the influences from like RPGs sort of seeping into survival now?
Oh yeah, like I think what we're really seeing is the studios are becoming more complex that are building survival games. Because I think the first ones, the teams were very small, so like they just didn't have the bandwidth even to do some of the story stuff. So, but we got to see a new genre because of that, and now we're starting to see it mature.
A little bit more like Sons of the Forest and the Forest, although it's not not people feel like, some people feel like it hasn't got a huge story, but I'm like, well, no, it has. It's got a great environmental story. Like if you follow along and you find the pictures of stuff in Timmy in the forest and, you know, the signs and stuff, it really does build up this great picture.
Oh yeah,
you
like
know,
they kind of feel like old school Valve to me now with the way that they're starting to tell stories, which is very different than say like the other, like the games like Enshrouded or Power World, not moving in that direction. I think we're like, I don't know how I would describe ours. Like yeah, like it's definitely got like some RPG spine, and it's something that we would like to improve as well as we're going. But it's yeah, it's still very much open. I don't think we're headed in the same direction as say like Sons of the Forest as an example.
No, I don't think so.
No, you've definitely got quite a lot more. Also, like just dense lore and the cards and stuff. Is that a challenge, finding meaningful ways to put that in as a gameplay designer? Like, or again, is that something that you don't really have much control? You do it, and then they just come along and go, right, we're putting some lore here, or do they really talk to you about it and like see, is this going to fit with this sort of procedure generated, you know, piece here? Would this be better for like the watch? How does that work?
We've definitely been talking a lot more about it than we did in the early days, which I think is for the better. These last round of quests, I would say, is what you're seeing is a much better collaboration than maybe our first pass was on some of the NPCs. So like Taliesin, like Joan of Arc, and Poe, were all ones that got the benefit of what we learned making the game, and just like increased collaboration between the narrative designers and the gameplay.
And it kind of fits as well, I guess, because when you're designing it, you don't know how the balance is, how progression might be for players. So putting certain NPCs in certain realms doesn't maybe fit.
Yeah. And you don't know what's going to resonate with players, right? Like, I think Bass Reeves is probably the most egregious example with the Heartshot quest.
Yes.
Where it's like, as the developers, we're very comfortable, we know what that is, and they're like, oh yeah, we should use that. And then players are like, this is,
What are you
it's
talking
not
for me? Yeah, that was one of the ones that I think we could have done better on with some of our systems, like how understandable they were, that's work that we have been trying to do since launch and continuing now.
There you go. I'm back here. I'm up here as well. I died as well because I am a numpty like Scarbs and didn't sleep or get enough food in me.
Terrible, Jade. Terrible.
How are you doing on your end, Scarbs? How's your streams doing?
It's fine. I have 6 viewers. This is a world record, not just for me, but I think for anyone ever on Twitch. Maybe anyone's got that high before.
Yeah.
But I think people are enjoying it. They're all listening to you, so they're just looking at me, sort of stone-faced, staring at the screen, trying to keep up with all of you playing.
Yeah.
But I did just put my worker, my companion, in a nice dress, Leon. So he's looking very much ready for a night out on the town.
Nice. Right, so what we're doing now then, the Bastille of Intellect. Let's find one of these.
I think there's one right south of us.
And Qatari's right. I'm just here to show off my Ghostbusters memorabilia. So I set my camera angle up. You can see my collection of Stay Puffs, my limited edition poster there by Scott Campbell, and then some more Stay Puffs above here. See?
Okay.
I think you've seen my collection before, Jade.
Yes.
I show it up as much as possible.
Yes. It's streamer rooms always a little bit like, I've spent some time and money and effort this year decorating for the first time in 8 years. So basically, I put up some lights. That was it. That's what it boiled down to.
Well, I mean, this was before I became a popular full-time streamer, which obviously was today. So I've had this collection for a little while. It's all in my bid for Sony to cast me in the next Ghostbusters movie. They filmed the last one near here, so they should have given me a call.
Yeah.
Like as one of the ghosts. Yeah.
I was thinking more of a Ghostbuster.
Shade.
Yeah.
It's nice, isn't it? Always bully the community people. You know what I mean.
I know.
Remember, you'll be out of a job soon anyway, Scarbs. Like I said, you're the first to go.
I can do it all.
Yeah. Now you've got graphic design under your belt, you'll be set anyway.
Yeah, I can draw pictures now. I know how to add words to an image.
What's it like making obviously games? You guys in Edmonton then still, or is it elsewhere?
Our largest office is in Edmonton.
Yeah.
Like obviously Scarbs is in the UK. We've also got our audio team is based out of there. And then we've got smaller offices in Vancouver and Montreal. But yeah, Edmonton is the largest.
Nice. Yeah, I guess is that a hub for gaming? Like I know Montreal is kind of like a big place where there's lots of studios and stuff.
It's like in Canada, it's like there's a few studios here. Like none of them are particularly big. Like the biggest one is for sure EA, but yeah, like they're the ones
like third
who
place,
started like way back. Yeah.
All right.
We're smaller than Vancouver and Montreal for sure, but it is like it's a good place to be a dev. Like I don't know, especially if you like outdoor stuff. We're real close to the mountains. Yeah. Nice.
I am technically half Canadian. My dad's Canadian. I visited many summers as a kid to Vancouver and Ontario. So,
is it your top half or your bottom half?
What's the top half? I don't get that one. Sorry, Scarbs. That's gone over my head.
You said half of you. You just said half of you.
Oh, sorry. I'm
like
sorry,
half of one,
Scarbs. You know why? I'm looking at a map as well. I'm not as on it as you. I'm trying to find the Bastille of Insight. Why am I...
Just a good, solid dad joke.
Yeah.
You should be all about these.
I
Jay.
should be.
You've had another one
I've
recently.
got 4 of the little rat bags.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have one.
What, 18 and a half year difference between the oldest and the youngest. So that's
crazy.
been fun, being a dad at 42 again. But yeah, that's interesting.
You got out of the bad times of parenting and just jumped straight back in.
Well, pretty much. No, I've got some middle kids as well. Like I've got a 12 and 8-year-old. So yeah, there's just no escape. There's just that's it. I'm going to be a dad now, because you're officially a dad till they're 18. Then you can piss them off and tell them to get out of the house. Yeah. So I've got another bloody 18 years. I'll be 60 by the time I get rid of this one. But I suppose at least I'll have more kids to look after me. Maybe. If I'm nice to them when I'm old.
That's the gamble you play.
Yeah.
You know, you got to hope one of them likes you enough to push you around in the wheelchair.
Yeah, rather than push you off a cliff.
Or at least come to visit you in the old folks' home.
Yeah, exactly.
Or kind enough to put you in one.
Yeah. Right, have I found something? Is this where do we need to clear out this infestation? Am I being a numbnut? What do we need?
Have we done?
Have we done everything? Solve the third riddle. Complete the Bastille Vigility. I will now do one more of them, according to me.
What's in this cave?
Yeah, let's go run
I
it
don't
down.
know. This realm might not have insight, actually.
I don't think it has any insights.
Right,
No,
okay.
so we're going to have to find a realm with insight.
Ooh. Maybe has it got a portal? Maybe one of them would be in the vault. Let's have a look.
Could be.
I took one of your guns, Jade, but I didn't take the bullets. It was a classic faux pas.
Oh, which one is it? Do you want some?
No, it's okay. I felt bad enough. So I'll put it back afterwards as well. So.
No, you're all good, man. Like I've got more than enough materials to make stuff, and yeah, good stuff.
Right,
I'll just charge you afterwards. I'll send a bill.
I found one of your folded axes. So
Oh, did you? Okay, well there you go. You won't need a gun with that bad boy.
Yeah, just for my strings purposes, I do not endorse the use of this item.
No, in fact, you're going to confiscate it afterwards.
I'm just using it to see the extent of Jade's deception and
Yeah.
scumbaggery.
I'm getting the major blame for that, but I wasn't the first person to highlight it. I only just I just put it in video format to highlight for you guys to fix as soon as possible. You know, because there wasn't any other way, like a creator Discord, I could have just mentioned it or not done a video. You know, it's definitely not. No.
Well, someone was going to find it regardless.
Exactly.
Might as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Someone you guys love doing the dirty than some random streamer. How are you guys finding watching streamers and YouTubers? Bjorn, you said that you was. Do you mind me saying that about being on the
Oh yeah,
groups
no,
and
it
stuff?
was. Yeah, it was a
sounds
lot
cool.
of fun. Like, so it's not something that I had really done much. Like, I just had never gotten into watching them. But now there's a few channels that I'll try and watch. I'm not gonna say names because they don't know who I am. But yeah, it's been neat. I participated in one that was like a Cribs of Nightingale. One that was neat. Also not identified. It was just fun to show off the house and see other people's houses. It's been really cool.
So they come and
Like,
sword
this was
you.
never an option back in the day. Yeah.
I think so that's the thing about survival that drew me to survival over. Like I had my fill of RPGs, you know, and story games or just action, like Red Dead Redemption and stuff like that. It was the open nature of survival and base building and stuff like that was really sold it. Not being constrained to just living, if you're lucky, like maybe an encampment or something, but being able to create and customize your own experience more. And just having them adventures, even if it's sometimes a bit light in survival terms of actual content, just that having that adventure, running around, you never know what's going to happen. That's what kind of drew me into it. And so Nightingale's kind of got the best of both worlds. It's got the story, it's got the progression path quite clear. Well, getting better is getting better. But then you have got that time where you can just get lost running around the realm, trying to find a point of interest you haven't seen before, or you know, a nice new base build spot. There we go. Right, someone found something there.
Yeah, I think I finished the last Bastille of agility.
Okay, cool. Right, should we go and hand these in then? And if we're stuck here, then we'll move to another one. We'll have to go.
Sounds good.
All right, Allison, where are you? Down
Follow
there.
the Mr. Pickles.
What other kind of games do you guys enjoy the most? Like away from work, you know, like is gaming still a thing? Like you're just done. You go and just put on Netflix or whatever. But are you big gamers?
I think the one we have in common is probably anything by From Software.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
both.
big Dark Souls and
And
Yeah,
most
Elden Ring, Dark
recently,
Souls. Yeah.
Fires of the Rubicon, pretty great. But besides that, for me, I like some of the grand strategy ones. Like
Right.
Warhammer Total War is one that I've put a ton of time in.
they've announced they're doing Star Wars. Is it? Something.
I didn't know that.
Total
Oh, for
War.
Total War?
Something, a brand new friend. There's a big brand they're giving the treatment to, and people are.
That could be a lot of fun. I would definitely
Yeah.
try that out.
That's a good idea. That's
Yeah,
I'm sure
That's
it's
a solid
stuck.
goal
Maybe I'm
concept.
chatting rubbish. Hang on, let me have a look. I've got to look. I saw it
Yeah, I would
announced
play that.
recently.
but turn-based stuff a lot of times. Or RimWorld actually was one that I really liked as well.
What about you, Mike?
In terms of my games, well, I'm similar to you. I have a kiddo recently, my first kid, so I'm having to deal with that. So I've not been able to game as much as I used to.
Them pesky
But when
kids.
when I do, it's something with FromSoft. Bethesda games have always really grabbed me, and then particularly where most of my inspiration for our combat comes from Hunt Showdown in terms of ranged combat.
Yes.
I play a lot of Hunt.
I really wanted to get into Hunt, but I was too much in survival terms not to. Even though it's got kind of that element, you know, that's PvP extraction vibe.
Yeah, it's interesting. You can sort of get what you want.
Yeah.
I know when I started playing it early, me and my friends, anytime they heard a gunshot, we'd run away.
Does it-
And now we hear a gunshot, we run right towards it. Right? Like, it was just a different mindset, right?
Does that mean you're gonna be? Are you still petitioning to have PvP in Nightingale one day, or are you, like, you know, resigned to it's not happening?
I don't want to give anything definitive, but it would be an undertaking if we did do it.
Yeah.
In terms of making it balanced, certainly.
Yeah. Because I always imagine it would be a good. I mean, I know you said it. I'm not trying to go right. Yeah, come on, add it. But in terms of you know, the realms are there, right? You can create a realm that has got sort of friendly fire off or on or whatever. It feels like it's almost tailor-made that you could do that relatively easy, but I guess not really. When you think about it, like you said, different guns and weapons, how do you balance all that out and make it fair enough?
Making it so that you can damage another player is surprisingly easy.
Yeah.
Making it fun is the hard part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what kind of
Like,
reward?
it's definitely a never say never sort of thing. But it didn't fit with the initial part of the game.
No.
So, like, it would have also, I think it would have limited us on what kind of like spells we could start off doing, as an example, and like different like player abilities. Because again, things that are fun to use PvE are not always. Oh shit! Can't rest regularly.
Yeah, is it the realm we're on?
No, it's because the nighttime we've all got to rest together. Everyone wants to collect the bed.
In short
Oh,
runs.
that was
but
me. You were waiting on me. Sorry. Also, Michael, pro tip, if you've got a newborn, you can get some good solid gaming time in while they're sleeping on your lap. I played through Resident Evil 7, I remember, when my daughter was born. Just like, you can like hold them and then
Yeah.
like hold the controller pretty well. Like,
That's when he was a newborn, when he was just a
Yeah.
potato, really.
They can
I
fit in
played
your
all
leg.
of God of War Ragnarok
yeah,
That's
with him on me and sleeping. And
that's
that's the best time because you're doing solid parenting work there and you're getting in some gaming time.
Yeah, and depends on what
Wouldn't
game
be
you're
on the
playing. You're teaching your kid maybe about historical stuff if it's, you know,
Exactly. That's how I think
base
about
game.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, I play Resident Evil 7, so now my daughter's terrified of creepy monsters that live in houses in the woods. You know, otherwise she would have had no problem with them whatsoever.
So my oldest, he's dabbled in YouTube a couple of times, but it never really sat with him. He's got ADHD as well, so he finds it hard concentrating. But and then my daughter, she got into it a bit, but she's moved on to Sims. And then my boy, he's 8 years old. He's the one. He's going to be the one that takes the mantle so far, at least anyway, to be a YouTuber or a game developer. That's what he says he wants to do now. He wants to either be a YouTuber or a game developer. So I'm proud. I finally got one of my kids to want to be me.
Nice.
Maybe not with the game dev stuff, but yeah. We'll see. We'll see with my youngest though. She'll probably be an avid gamer. She probably will. There we go. We've rested. I guess I'll talk to my guy here. Let person. Here you go, Taliesin. I'm ready to answer your riddles. Yeah, I am. I do.
Keeps cursing me.
There you go.
You gotta get the answers right.
I know.
Paid. I've just been clicking all the buttons. Was I meant to answer something correctly? Oh, here we go.
Yeah, that's how you get cursed.
Fear my. Okay, well, let's see if chat can get this. Let's see if everyone can do it.
I remember it when it used to be the swamp and used to curse me all the time.
I
Painful.
received the muse from Keruwen's cauldron, where you found your muse. I care not, but call them now, for you'll need inspiration. Clear my fears and claim my land. Wipe your tears and make your stand. If you stay, we shall fight. Come what may, hold on tight. Which little beastie does not bite? And then we've got
I know the answer to this one.
the Knight, the Kairosophon, the Fiend, the Haxon, the Darkweaver. Bro, that's above my intellect pay grade there.
So those are the names of the bound.
Oh, no, I chose wrong. I chose the Kairosophon. Rip.
Oh no.
Rip. So what happens now? I'm being cursed. Oh my god, I've been waiting down.
Oh my god.
What?
You're never allowed to play the game again.
No.
Not even a good guesser.
Permanent lock.
This is right.
like-
Sorry, everyone. I've just got to write a negative review of Nightingale. About in 2 seconds. Okay. Can I answer it again? Can we do it straight away, or we've got to come back?
Oh yeah,
you
you gotta eat
Fruit.
and rest though.
Yeah.
Oh,
He doesn't want to kill you.
God damn it. Okay, there we go. Right, it's not Kairosophon. This is cool. I like this. Multiple choice and having actual consequences is really interesting. Like, who came up with this one?
This one's been in for a while, I think, or we thought about it a long time ago.
It was in a very, very old build. I remember, like pre-release, wasn't it? Like it was because he would randomly appear in various places, and and if you got the riddles wrong, curse you. There was no missions. Was there missions attached? I can't remember.
No, it was just the quiz, but the punishment for the quizzes was way worse.
It was like super, like
yeah.
Well, he didn't have the cool outfit either back then. Like he's really like ramped up a lot from some of the early stuff. I'm really actually glad that we held him back from shipping.
No, it is good to see it. I've got another one. Everyone in chat, we have been taking up devs lots of their time. We've got maybe just under 10 minutes left. So if anyone's got any questions they want to ask, then please go ahead or just tell them what you think about the game, how much you're enjoying it, what you like. That would also be appreciated if you don't have a question. While I try again for another challenge. Hear now, chimes for you to hear, unite my light and win true sight of what gave Faye their first fright. I'm still here for you to pry. What am I? Faye their first fright. Oh, it's got to be iron, right? No, I've got a curse again. God damn it. Wow. I thought they didn't like iron. I thought that was the deal.
That one stumped me.
Not helping.
Figured it out, but
damn it. Yeah.
I'll ruin the surprise.
1 out of 10 game. Would not play again. All right. Let's see. Oh no, she does. I have got to eat as well as sleep. Wow, I'm glad I bought all this
Do you need
fish.
food? I can drop you some.
No, it's alright. I've got enough. I've got some. What are you guys most looking forward to now? Then I guess the last question for me for for the next few months in terms of like either just game dev, or is it just just see more feedback?
I'm coming to the studio next week, so I'm sure they're pretty excited about that.
Yeah,
both of
that's
them.
definitely my number one.
Yeah, seen Scams.
There's nothing higher than that. No, for the game though, the next couple of the releases are quite exciting. I think the major ones. I don't want to say exactly what's in them, but like I'm pretty excited for those.
Oh yeah, it's very exciting. And
What's that? I was trying to think of something we could tease out, but yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure on your comfort levels, guys, and I can't remember the roadmap
My
off
comfort
the top of
level
my
is
head.
always super high, Scott.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't want my judgment on that.
No, I'm always telling the Valheim devs, because we're pretty good friends and we stream a lot of other games, and it's mostly me telling them, no, shut up, you can't say that, you're not meant to be talking about that. As far as I know, from vague hints and clues.
Well,
like,
I will say there is something that you could probably tease without confirming. There is another. But I might be wrong, but there is another sort of ability coming to a weapon or tool. Is that right?
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Oh, what?
I was gonna say, one of the weapons might have a lacking, unspectacular ability that will be replaced shortly.
Ooh, okay. I'm thinking, what could that be? I mean,
it was going to be. I think it was originally going to be in the 0.3 update, but didn't quite make it. So
Didn't quite make it.
Yeah.
Presentation, still a little bit more to do.
climbing picks, everyone's. That's what everyone's saying.
Oh, interesting.
Chimes, Katari.
Climbing picks.
Strike says, loving the fables, keep them coming, and a sniper rifle, please.
Always.
See if I can aggravate the Carnute while we're waiting for Jade to.
Is that
got this spell with a nukem?
Yeah, is that an actual thing? You could maybe get a sniper rifle in Nightingale?
We will
talked
definitely
about
make
it.
more guns. Like, what is a sniper rifle really? The rifle.
Rifle with a scope is what it is.
Yeah. Zoom in more. Job done.
Yes, at some point.
Yeah.
Do it, Michael. Do it.
Right.
I mean,
You
I'm
must disrupt
just
spell.
saying, we have a spyglass and we have a rifle.
Yeah.
There we
We're
go.
not far from.
Bit of twine. Job done.
Yeah. The biggest ones, like I would say, is like balance and like progression updates are probably the biggest ones. Like without saying specifically what we're doing, we think we can improve the flow for players playing through the game. So that is one of the things that we're focusing on.
Yeah, people ask me why I haven't restarted the character and stuff, but I'm waiting for like that next big one from you guys, and then I'm gonna do a fresh playthrough, I think.
After the next like couple of updates, I think we'll be through all of that stuff. Like any of them, like replaying. Like there's enough like cool stuff I think that we've done, and like the differences with like the like being able to use the shops differently, being able to do the stats changes, being able to play offline. Like there's lots of cool things, but yeah, we're still there's some more cool stuff coming.
Unborn 1988 asks, is there an update for the fibre plant, i.e. fixing hemp, flax, etc., making them a more viable option compared to metal for clothing?
Fiber's an interesting
question.
Like how cloth, how can you make cloth more on par with metal, I guess?
Yeah,
Like
so obviously
the
I think
clothing stuff does that a little bit. I think.
clothing. I think what maybe they're trying to get at is metals have range damage and my clothing doesn't, or my cloth doesn't.
Right, so you're
I think
forced
that's
to.
probably
I
what
guess
they're
that's what
going
you're
at.
into.
That's what you're into, right? So we wanted to have that diversity there, and you're right. Technically, right now, I don't think there's any cloth you can make with range damage on it. That's something we'll be looking at. But as soon as
what
you
about
get range
buttons?
damage on
That's where you
something,
can get buttons done. Really?
well, no, I don't think there's anything. Buttons, yes, but not.
Not as much like putting 2 or 3 pieces of metal, I guess, on one item.
For those kinds of builds, and I think when we're looking at balancing stuff, as soon as you put damage on something, it's something we've noticed with players is it's the number, like that's the number one thing you go for.
Yeah.
Damage first, health second. So trying to find a good balance there is certainly challenging.
You don't have dispel on them. We can murder
See-
this guy.
Let me see.
Mate, I've
So
chosen every
my
run.
chat have pointed out that I'm trying to hurt my teammates with the trees, because now, since the latest update, trees always fall directionally away from you. So
Oh, you haven't left in like that thing where they will purposely go towards you like 10%.
It intentional, but it did turn out that way, didn't it?
It was hilarious.
I thought it was
I
because
don't have this.
Hilarious to some, frustrating to others.
yeah, the trees are trying to kill me. It's like I'm an orc in Lord of the Rings, just met up with Treebeard. That is a thing, though. I swear the Valheim devs did do that on purpose. They did leave it in as a percentage chance, more often than not, that they would roll towards you and stuff. I think that was a feature. I think you should keep that in somehow. It is annoying as hell, but it's also funny, especially when you get killed. Guys, you know what? Like I said, I'll make sure I'm always prompt with Steam, because I know you guys are always busy, and it's a great privilege to get you guys out of your time in office. Hopefully you had a little bit of a chill today. Thank you so much, Bjorn and Michael, for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. This was a blast.
You're always welcome back. You
We'll do
want
it
to
again.
come and hang out and show us stuff off or talk about next update or whatever, more than welcome to, or whenever. We'll do something again. Scarbs, as ever, pleasure.
Always here.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah.
Whoa, hang
You're
on.
welcome.
Hang on, Michael. Your character?
Yeah. Yep.
What is going on here?
Yeah. You look like you made a wood.
I've arc skinned myself.
What is that?
Sorry, I've it's not called bark skin. I've arborist shielded myself.
I did not realise it changes your skin. That is a new thing to me. Is that new,
Oh,
or has that
yeah,
always
I
been
was-
that way?
Yeah, it's always been that way.
No way.
This is my go-to spell. It's more of I like a tank build.
That's always got. I thought I'd seen some sort of secret dev tease or something then, but like no, it's just me. I haven't tried everything. There we go. But yeah, thank you everyone. Really appreciate it. Like I said, thanks Scarves for helping organise this and stuff. And like I said, hopefully we'll get them back in the future. Do go and check out obviously Nightingale. It's 20% off at the moment. It's doing better
in
and
Steam
better.
Survival Fest.
Yeah, in the crafting stuff. It's going up. This last update seems to be getting a lot of positive reviews. And lots of creators have got some skins to give out. I can't be fucked with all that, I ain't gonna lie. But other creators will have skins to give out, codes that you can get some special stuff. So go and check out some other Nightingale creators for sure, because they will have, I'm sure, some codes to dish out. We get some nice new gear.
I'll probably have some time tomorrow to give out some codes on our channel. So
there we go.
I'll block out some time to do
Make
that.
sure you're following the Nightingale channel on Twitch, Play Nightingale, and on YouTube, the YouTube channel, and you may be able to get
I've got 5 very devoted viewers. They've been with me 100% of the time.
It's your three of them are your alt accounts, and one of them there. But no, thank you very much, and I'll see you later, everyone. Have a good streams, and bye bye.
Cheers, Jade. Bye.
Bye.